Hi guys, I'm Tracy and welcome to today's video and welcome to the first video of 2023. I hope you guys are having a really good start to the new year. And before we get started, I just wanted to thank you guys all for, all the support, all the comments, just, everything over the past couple years. At the end of the year, I always kind of reflect on the previous year and make plans for the next year. And not like a resolution, just kind of giving myself an idea of what I have to do for the channel. Just hearing all of the positive feedback and the support and your appreciation for the work I'm doing makes it all worth it. And so I'm going to definitely continue through 2023 and even add different content and dedicate more time to making more videos, making better videos, hopefully. So I just wanted to say that before we get started. And the topic for today is the best brushes that I bought or tried in 2022. And these are just going to be blending brushes. I didn't want to have a list of, 15 brushes. So I have brands from Sonia G, Curado, Bisyoto, Chikuhodo, and I really try to narrow it down to the best of the best. And I have brushes in different price ranges too. So I think that is very helpful. At least when I watch a video, I like having options to get something, more expensive versus less and hearing the differences between them. So that's what I was trying to go for in this video. So with that, let's just get started. I'm going to take a little bit of this eye makeup off so that I can do that a little better. Just using, this is the Chikuhodo Artist 12-2 I use for concealer. Just putting a little foundation on there. And okay, so this brush, I normally don't like to mention new brushes in my favorites video, but I think this one is really worth mentioning because it's just, it's been blowing me away. It's really, really an amazing brush. Function as well as the aesthetic, and that is the Bisyoto GB1. And this is their larger squirrel hair blending brush from their Grand series. So Bisyoto launched their Grand series earlier this year, and all the brushes are made of gray squirrel hair. They come with this beautiful ebony wood handle and a gold-plated ferrule. So if some of you have been around for a while, you guys know I'm a big fan of Bisyoto brushes. The reason it's taken me so long to try one is they are priced pretty high. And you can get something similar, like you can get the Chikuhodo Z11 for a lot less. But you are getting a lot for what you pay for. I want to mention the hairs in this brush I think are better than the Chikuhodo hairs for as far as gray squirrel, and they're definitely better than the gray squirrel hair from Hakuhodo. So I think that probably adds a lot to the price, and the materials like this wood is really just really beautiful, and the detail, the etching of the name and the style of the brush is just very elegant. I can tell a lot of thought was put into these brushes, so I did want to mention this. And I've been using it the same way that I use my initial, I do like a first layer of eyeshadow and then I go in with a transition shade. Those are the two steps I've been using this brush for. I think this brush is best at a transition shade. You can use it for blending out, the final blend. But this does your transition shade. If you have eyes like mine, it does it so beautifully. If you have bigger eyes, you can probably use this to deepen out the crease. I just don't have enough lid space to really do that. So I am going to use the, let me see, I'm going to use, I'm working off of the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. And I'm going to start out, I'll show you now so I don't have to pick this up too much. I'm going to start out with the shade Nurture. It's like a brown, taupey brown color. And then I'm going to deepen out the crease area, add definition with this dark brown color that I'm really, really liking. So I'm going to really try to get it as good as I can so you guys can see just how well these brushes perform. Okay, so I put a little, I think I put a little concealer on there actually. So, I mean, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but oh yeah, I think it is translating. So I just really like, if you don't, I mean, this is not like a super, super light application like some of the other brushes, but just like, look how beautifully it lays down that lighter shade and how quickly it did it. And, you know, I'm 43, so my eyelids aren't the firmest. So a lot of times that creates unevenness and like, you know, lines in your shadow. But this one just does it so seamlessly. And that's why I'm mentioning this brush. It's definitely a splurge, but it's not something I don't think you're going to be disappointed in. And it's made me want to try more of the Eyeshadow Grand series. So this is my most luxurious eye blending brush that I got this year, and it does not disappoint. All right, so the next brush, I've spoken about this one before, and I think the last I checked, this is $39. And I think that is a really, really good deal for a pure gray squirrel hair brush. These hairs are also very, very high quality. It's their larger of their eye brushes, and I'm really, really liking it. It's not the most, it's not the best. The craftsmanship is not the best. If you can kind of see, it's a little uneven, but it doesn't affect the performance. It's not crafted the way like this Eyeshadow is, but I've been really liking this for the final blend or the transition color. But the first layer, like putting down, like setting your eyelids with this brush is amazing because it provides such a light application. And I'm actually going to demo this with a shimmer shade. Let me go into this Dior, this lighter shade to do like on the upper part of my eye, just to show you guys. It's not normally how I would do my eye look, but I want to show you just how lightly and subtle the application with this brush is. And I use it like a blending brush, not like a packing brush. I just kind of pretend like it's a round ferrule, you know. If you're someone that likes a lighter eye look, I think you would really like this brush. So see how those two brushes just created a very seamless, subtle look? You know, I'm going to add more definition, but yeah, this one I think is a great deal. Beautiful brush. It has these little glitter, this little glitter detail. And it's a pretty big brush. I believe it's at least 20 millimeters long. Really high quality hairs. The only complaint is it's a little off, slightly off, but still a great brush and produces really, really subtle, very natural eyeshadow look. Okay, and then this next brush is, I think a lot of you probably already know of it, and I've spoken about it many times. I'm not going to demo it because I really can't, but that is the mini booster from Sonia G. I really, really like this one. I know a lot of you have already purchased it, but it's perfect for someone that has like smaller eyes that wants to like deepen out this part, you know, like line the bottom lash line and then deepen out this area. So that's what I use this for. Like a lot of Sonia G eye brushes, it is a fairly denser and a firmer brush. It's not like super light and fluffy, but if that's what you like, I think this is one of the best brushes you can get. So that's the Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'll look for other videos where I demo these brushes if you guys want to get more information on it. I'll link them in the description. But this is one of my, I think this is the most, this one and the Soft Definer are my favorite Sonia G eye brushes. So yeah, Sonia G. And then this one I'm really excited to show you guys because it is a surprise hit. I got it for concealer, but it's a little too thick for concealer. It probably like soak up a lot of product. That is the Chikuhodo RS6. And it's a very multifunctional brush. So it's not just a blending brush. I think it was initially made to be a packing brush, and it works really well for that, but it also blends. So I'll show you how I use this for shimmers. And I pretty much just use this for shimmers. Like if you want to put a shimmer, but you also want to kind of create definition with that shimmer, this is a really nice one. So I'm going to go in with one of these brown metallic shades from the Natasha Denona My Dream palette, and I'm going to use it on the outer part of my eye and kind of do some blending with it. And I love how it lays down the shimmer in a not like a super heavy application, but it's just always looks so beautiful when I put my metallics on with this brush. Not so good for glitter formulas, but for like metallics and shimmers, I'm really enjoying this one. And it does the lower lash line really nicely too, like this. And then I'll kind of like blend that out. So yeah, that's what I like for this one. It's a really good brush to travel with because it can do so many things. It can pack, it can blend, and it could line. So I did travel with this on my last trip to Vegas, and I used it all the time, or every time I did my makeup. Wasn't that many times, but I really enjoyed having this on my trip. Now this is another one, and some of you might be surprised that I'm mentioning it, but I think from this brand, it's one of their best brushes, and that is the Bristles Beauty. It's the E1DL. So it's their largest eye blending brush. And it kind of, if I had to compare it to anything, it kind of reminds me of my Wayne Goss 16, but a little bit fluffier. And I just really like this for the final blend. I'm actually gonna bring this out after I should have brought this out later, but I'm going to use one more brush and then I'll bring this out later to do the final blend. But Bristles Beauty sent me their set of brushes earlier this year, and I've had some time to play with them. And this is the brush that I've been using, pretty much the only brush of theirs that I've been using. Not that their other ones aren't good, they are really good, but this one I think stands out, and I don't have another brush that's quite like this. I have these, the Wayne Goss 16, but because it's discontinued, I haven't been using it. But I'm really enjoying this, and I'll bring it out after I talk about this next one. And this one, I've been talking about it for a while for good reason. It's very reasonably priced, it's very well made, and it's really nice at putting on shimmers. So when you see it, you're gonna be like a little confused, but that is the Eyeshadow S4. And it's just, you know, it's kind of a simple brush. It's a goat hair brush. It's fairly fluffy. It doesn't really look that impressive. It's a little frayed, but it's such a well-made brush. And I'm going to show you what I like it for. And I like it for shimmers. I like it to put like a lighter shimmer all over the lid. So, you know, if you like that, not that like painted on metallic look. If you like a more gradual, more subtle shimmer on the eyelids, I love how this does that, and I'm hoping it'll show. See how I put that shimmer on, and it just, like, if you want a shimmer like all over, I just love how this brush does that. And not a lot of brushes can do this. I'll try it on the other side. I'm gonna try a lighter shimmer. Very easy to use as well. And I've heard a lot of you guys saying how much you like this brush. Really good if you are a one and done person. If you just want to put like one shimmer all over the eye, I think this one is a really good brush for that. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the Bristles Beauty and do a final blend. So that's kind of my technique. I kind of lay on the shadow kind of heavily, and then I'll use a bigger clean brush to blend out the rough edges and the unevenness. So right here. Okay, so I think that's going to do it. I will be working on a best of liner and packing brushes for my next best of 2022, and that's probably going to do it for that. I just wanted to again express my gratitude for all of you who've been supportive over the past couple of years. And I'm really looking forward to growing my channel in 2023. And at this point, some of you have been following me for quite a while, and I just couldn't be happier. And it just makes all this work and effort, worth it. I'm not getting rich here making these videos. So, if it weren't for the positive feedback, the support, and just the interaction and the community that we have here, I definitely would not be doing this channel or making any more content. So thank you guys so much. That really, it makes it all worth it. And that's from the bottom of my heart. That's genuinely how I feel. And that's what keeps me going and motivates me to, keep going. So yeah, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.